this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here for something a little bit different today. I'm here with a canvas that I made a really long time ago, and it's just been hung up on the wall. It's even a little bit dusty now. But yeah, and I thought let's come along and do an update on this canvas. You know, it's okay. I don't mind it. But yeah, I just thought let's come and revamp it with some of our little bits and pieces that we kind of have, you know, done more recently. So it is, you know, it's just a plain canvas. I've painted it in black and ivory stripes. And I love that look. It's very Regency. It's quite vintage looking. Really, really love that. I've glittered this big heart on the front, which again, you know, it's maybe not very vintage looking to be honest, you know. I've got this black satin bow, still love that. And then I've got these gorgeous stamped pieces, which of course I still really, really love those. It's got some of these paper flowers, which I still really like those. But yeah, I just thought we could make something perhaps a bit more striking and, you know, just an update really of it. So yeah, that's what I thought we would do. Now, very, very weirdly, I have got this remnant of this snippet roll, which I made some time ago. And for some reason, this was calling me to go with this picture. I know, weird, don't know why. It was not really the thing that I expected to be pulling in, but it just was calling me. And so, yeah, let's just go for it and let's see whether we can, you know, enhance the canvas using this. So my first thing was obviously I just put this here, like across here, and I thought, well, actually, I really like that. That looks really striking to me. I don't know then, you know, what else to do and how else to actually incorporate more of that snippet roll. So, you know, it may be that I will come unstuck there and, you know, not really know what else to do. But let's give it a try and see what happens. So I'm going to tear the snippet roll down here. Now, obviously, I've just got some lace here, so I just need to go in and actually trim that because otherwise, of course, I can't tear through the lace. So, yeah, let's just cut that down there. Now, I don't know whether I'm best off actually pulling this black ribbon off and then trying to cover up completely that heart, because is that heart actually, you know, do I want it there at all? I mean, as you can see here, it's still kind of poking out, which I quite like that, but I'm not sure. I don't know whether actually I would be better getting rid of that heart, you know, like in its entirety, if you see what I mean, and trying to actually, you know, do something a bit more, you know, let's just say, for instance, tear that down, covered up completely, or whether actually, you know, is that just really strange? Would it look better with some of the heart? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. So let's just, you know, have a play and see what we can come up with. So I'm just going to tear this bit down here. And this is just, you know, making this a bit more manageable to even fit on camera, really. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things on this canvas that I do still really like. For me, it was mainly the heart. I was like, oh, you know, the heart doesn't feel very, you know, very vintage. And yeah, so for me, it was really the heart that kind of needed to go. But like I say, the rest I actually quite like. But it might be that we're going to have to take some of the rest off because it's not going to work with it there. I'm not sure. Now, this snippet roll I made with that little book, which, excuse me, I hope it didn't kind of get in the way there. This Wildflowers book. And so I've still got, you know, pages here that we can pull in. So I'm just going to tear out a couple of these and see whether we want to just incorporate any of these in. Just in some torn pieces in the background. So again, you know, just experimenting really. So just going to tear this down like that. Okay, tear it across here. So, I mean, this would be obviously an ideal way to be able to cover that heart up because, of course, you know, it's a bigger piece of paper. So, you know, I could have this, for instance, just in the background. Oops, kind of poking out. And then, you know, a lot of that heart is gone instantly. It's not, you know, it's not kind of viewable particularly. So yeah, that's kind of an option. Let's just sort of see how that would look. I mean, I don't mind that. Now, I've also got some of this purpley coloured sari silk, which, wow, I mean, how gorgeous is that sari silk? I just absolutely love, love, love how that looks, don't you? Just looks so pretty. Now, oh, which side? I love this paper so much, you know, in this book, that it's actually quite difficult to decide which side to use sometimes. But let's just again tear this down. I have to be honest, I have been hoarding this particular snippet roll for a bit because I just loved it so much. So yeah, this is a little bit brave for me to actually be using it at all. Just checking whether I might prefer it like that. Well, that's quite pretty, isn't it? Yeah, so I'm going to pull this bow off. Oh, that came off nice and easily. Yeah, so that's quite good because that gets rid of obviously the lumpy bit there. And then obviously this would be very easy to then be able to glue this down. So for instance there, and then I could have this just over on top like that maybe. And then let's just see coming down. I mean, we could even have it like this. And then something like that. Or we could have it sideways on. And then I could probably have, you know, just a smallish section of the snippet roll down here. Which then, you know, that maybe balances the bits out a little bit better. And then obviously we've got that gorgeous purple bow, you know, which we could incorporate somewhere, which would look quite pretty, wouldn't it? Just checking, unless we would prefer to have less flowers and more of the black and white stripe going on. I mean, I have to say, I do really like the black and white stripe. I think it looks really, really nice. And we could just have the flowers here, like that. Ooh, decisions. I'm just looking around to see what else I've got here. Whether I've got anything else that might be ideal. I have got these frames, which I was planning on doing something different with, but they just kind of caught my eye. So just going to see whether we could use one of these at all. Ooh, that's quite nice, isn't it? Yeah, quite like that actually. Yeah, I quite like that, to be honest. And then I could probably have, you know, have the bow even off the frame. It's quite nice, isn't it? Right, let's just see whether I want to get rid of that. Right, okay, so let's put this down first. So this page. Okay, now obviously this is gluing over that glitter, and it might be that this will need a bit of a helping hand, in which case I'll go in with some hot glue, but just going to try it first with this wet glue and we'll see how it goes. So just pop that there. Like that. Yeah, like that. So yeah, I mean, already I'm thinking some hot glue is required really. So I'm just going to kind of help it along here with some hot glue. Just like that. And then maybe under this section of the heart as well. I mean, like I say, it's mainly under that heart that it's going to have the problem sticking. It probably would stick, but it would perhaps take a little while to stick. So just so as we don't have to kind of wait around, it's just quicker to, you know, help it out with the hot glue. So then my snippet roll piece, I'm going to have like that, I think. So yeah, really like how that looks. So I'm just going to glue that down. Now I'm going to just go in and just do it like this. So I've got it held roughly where it, you know, where I want it to go, rather than moving it completely and then, you know, misjudging where I wanted it to go. So like that. Okay, and then this side like this. Okey-dokey. Pop that down there. So, I mean, everything else I'm kind of leaving at the moment. I might decide to pick pieces off and change things around, but we'll kind of see how it goes. You know, I quite like a lot of the other bits. So, yeah, we'll just kind of play it by ear, I think. Like that. Now, my frame, obviously going to have on here. Now, I'm wondering, do we want to have that in gold? I just really love using gold, and you know, it has a really great way of standing out. Alternatively, I could do it in black, I suppose. Let's just have a look. Imagine the black. Just kind of like trying to get a feel for black here. Or gold. Not that I have anything gold here to be able to see. So let's just bring in the gold paint. And yeah, let's just paint it in gold. So these are just some chipboard frames. Now, I got them from, I think it was, I got it from the range. They weren't very much. They were like, I think, I don't know, they might have even only been £1 for 3, or they could have been, £1 for 3 or £1.99 for 3. They weren't very expensive. So yeah, let's just go over that with the gold at first. Loving the gold. And they're just that delicate sort of chipboard stuff. It might not even be called chipboard. Might be like bolster wood, is it? Is it bolster wood? Might be that stuff. So I just want to be a bit delicate or a bit careful with it, because this is that wood that actually you could snap it, you know, just with no effort whatsoever. So I just need to be a little bit careful when I'm handling it, because yeah, otherwise I could end up with it just snapped in half in no time at all. Okay. So like that. Okey-dokey. Oh, what is it about gold? It just always looks so good, doesn't it? You know, everywhere you put gold, it just looks great. Now, possibly could do with some more gold on there in a second, like another coat. So let's just leave that to dry for a moment. Okay, let's wipe my finger. Now, of course, now we've added the gold, I think, oh, we could do some other gold in some other places, perhaps. I've suddenly now gone gold crazy, you know, it's like, oh, where else can we have gold? And I've also got some Dusty Concord. So we could definitely have some ink around here. And I've got as well some of the purple patina. So yeah, I'm thinking touches of this, maybe even splashes, of this. Yeah, let's get the purple properly integrated in the, you know, in the piece, because yeah, I don't want it to look like the purple's suddenly kind of made an appearance from nowhere, which of course it kind of does look a little bit like that at the moment. Now, do I dare with the purple patina? Let's have a look. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is perhaps more lilac. Oh, I feel nervous again. Oh, it's very lilac. It looked really purple just now, but obviously now I've shaken it up. it's actually very lilac. So let's just have a look. Just put a bit of that around this sort of inside edge of the frame. I mean, this might just look really terrible, but you know, it doesn't matter. We can paint over it. If it looks, you know, looks rubbish, we can just go over it. So, right, for some reason, I dabbed it over there, and actually then I thought, oh, actually, perhaps that looks more interesting than just the flat gold. So, yeah, I'm now kind of like, you know, going over everywhere with the lilac like a madman. Just, yeah, putting it everywhere. Just thought, oh, actually, maybe it needs a bit more lilac. Embrace the lilac is what I say. Oh, yeah, that looks really lovely. Now, I have to just be careful because obviously this has got some wet paint and wet patina on the back. So just being a bit careful, but just so as we can see, like, roughly how that looks. It's got some depth going on, which weirdly, without that patina, it didn't really have that depth. So although it seemed like a bit of a mad thing to be doing, it actually kind of has, yeah, sort of brought it to life a little bit. Right, I have dabbed that patina there. I knew it would. I knew it would. Right, so do we want to do anything else to this? Like, do we want to kind of like glossy this or anything, or shall we just go for it like that? I mean, to be honest, it's quite nice like this. Yeah, it is quite nice like that. Okay, right, so yeah, liking that. Now here I've got obviously another piece of the snippet roll, so I'm wondering, we could definitely have this here, and then I'm thinking maybe a little bit of well, I was thinking a little bit of this Dusty Concord. Oh, now looks really bright. So now I'm like doubting myself and thinking, oh, maybe not. I've also got the Seedless Preserves. This might be a little bit, ooh, a little bit too pink. This one might be just a little bit too purple. Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there? So yeah, let's give it a try. Oh. Obviously, I'm going to try this on some book page first. So yeah, I don't want to kind of really just be too brave and just go straight into my piece, because I think it could just be a disaster. So let's just ink this up a bit. Okay, so I mean, that's really nice colour, isn't it? So I'm thinking maybe a little bit of that down here in the corner. So maybe before we actually put the snippet roll on. So sort of just building up in that corner. Now, I don't know whether I want to then go back over the black to wipe it off of the black. So I'm just going to see if I can wipe it back off, because it's kind of like then dusted the black up. So yeah, although I quite like it in the, you know, in the ivory bits, I'm not sure I'm quite so keen on it on the black. So just with a wet wipe, I'm going back over the black to take some off. Like that, okay. And then this would obviously be in here. And then I'm also thinking, go round, like with this gold and the, whatchamacallit, why have I lost my words? What's it called? The patina. The gold and the patina around that edge, which I think would actually look really pretty. So yeah, let's do that. So I'm just going to tear this little section off. Okay, going to glue this lady down, or, you know, this snippet roll down. Like that. So I probably want to glue this on first. Now I'm a bit nervous about this because it's quite a large piece. So yeah, you know, going around quick enough with the hot glue, it's a bit tricky. Okay. Right. Like that. So glue that down like that. my goodness, how yummy does that look? Love how that looks. Gorgeous. Right, I'm just going to dab a bit of hot glue in here. Okay, and then we're going to have this down here, and we're going to do a little bit of that patina. So sorry that I can't get this whole thing into the frame. You know, it's really yeah, it's really tricky because it is, you know, obviously a little bit big, and you know, I really want you to be able to see everything. Right, let's just take this and glue this down here. So she's now onto there, like that. And then, yeah, pop this bit down here. Okay, like that. Okay, ooh, ooh, that was hot. Some hot glue just seeping out from that hole in that lace. Okay, yeah. I mean, that looks really pretty, doesn't it? Yeah, definitely like that. So I'm going to go round, I think, and do some gold and some patina here in this corner. So let's get some gold here. Now, I didn't mix it, did I? I kind of went in and almost let the gold dry and then went in, you know, with the patina over the top. So, yeah, I'm going to try and do it similarly. So, let's just go down the side a little bit onto the actual, you know, the box frame. Well, it's not really a box frame, but, you know, the frame. So, yeah, like that, okay. And then a bit there. Okay, right, and yeah, definitely want some more gold somewhere else, so maybe a little bit down here. Just, you know, because you want to sort of tie it all in, don't you? And, you know, get some continuity going on. Right, need to be careful because I've got black ribbon here. So, yeah, if I can help it, I don't want to dab it onto the black ribbon. Oh, look. What did I say? I don't want to dab it onto the black ribbon. Oh, now I've dabbed it twice. No sooner had I said it than I dabbed it. Okay. And then I think probably a little bit down this edge as well. Okay, right. Yeah, loving how that looks. So then let's get some patina out and yeah. Let's just get some. Okay. Get some patina. I'm just sorry, I'm just a bit like wondering whether to do anything down here because I'm thinking, oh, does that look really plain? Oh, I don't know. Oh, it's so tricky sometimes, isn't it? It's oh. Do I want to put something down here? If I do, which or what? What do we want to put down there? Right, let's just go for the patina. So I hate this gold. Well, it's not quite dry. Yeah, it's not really dry enough. So, well, while I'm waiting for that to dry, let's just see where we might like to have that pretty purple bow, because that looked really nice, didn't it? Oh, quite loving it there, to be honest. So, yeah, let's just cut that down. Oh, dear. Okay. Like that. Oh, I love that, you know, striking kind of contrast of that purple. It's just, oh, yummy and scrumptious. So yeah, I'm going to have that, I think, down there. So let's just glue that down. Okay. Okay, yeah, that looks lovely. Sorry, I'm just picking off, just got a bit of sort of teal coloured thread in there. Okay, yeah, that looks really nice. And oh, do we want anything else is the question. Just going to hold it up for a moment. Feel like we could have some more of that purple somewhere, because that purple is just, oh, yummy, 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 yummy. But I'm not sure where actually could take it. So yeah, let's just see, you know, if we could have it anywhere else. So maybe we could have like a little ruffle or something going on here. This is annoying because yeah, this is still wet. Let me just quickly dry the gold paint, because that would be a lot better and more helpful if it was dry. So hold on. Okay, so I've dried that now. So yeah, it's just a little bit kind of easier to work with, and I will do that you know, lilac patina in a second. But just before I, you know, make it wet again, I'm just going to try this Sari Silk just to see whether we want to have any more of this, just because I really do love that dark sort of purpley colour, I must say. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking maybe some down here might look quite pretty. So, and I'm just going to hot glue this in a sort of roughly effect in that corner. So just, yeah, just kind of straightening it out, because it's oh, I've just torn it now. Oh dear. Right, well, that wasn't very well done, was it? Right, let's just go in here and just running a line of hot glue down, and then just going to, yeah, just literally ruffle it along there like that. I mean, to be honest, yeah, I could even just do it like that, you know. So not even a whole sort of run of it, but just a little tiny piece, or little tiny amount like that. That looks so pretty. Right, now got obviously that original black bow, which I'm now thinking we could reattach up here on the top of that frame. Looks really pretty, doesn't it? So yeah, you know, because I hate wasting things, and obviously it's got all that glue on the back of it now. So yeah, we can just obviously have it back on here like that. Okay. Yeah. And then I also pulled in, whilst I was just heat drying, you know, drying it, I've got those wax cabochons that we've made recently, and I just thought, oh, actually we might like one of those somewhere as well, because it's, again, just perfect colour, isn't it? I've also got these little flowers, which I'm pretty sure I've got some purple ones. Not in that one, obviously. Hold on. Okay. Oh, it might not be quite the right colour, but you know, it was worth a try, wasn't it? So, oh, what do we think to that? Oh, that's quite pretty up there. Let me just have a look and see if we bring in another one of those. Or do we think that's too much? See, it's that same old thing. I kind of think it's too much, and then I take them away and think, oh no, it wasn't too much. It does look better with them. So yeah, put that on there, and we will just put this one down here. Oops. Okay. Yeah, that looks really pretty. So I'm not sure now about this. I think if it goes on, it has to go that side, because otherwise I feel like I'm getting a lot of stuff, you know, lined up along this side, which is, you know, maybe a little bit on the weird side. Yeah. So I think it would definitely have to go there instead. Just trying out, you know, in a few different places. No, right, okay, let's just get these out of the way. And then just going to do that lilac of the patina around the edge. And then, you know, hopefully we can kind of gauge a bit better whether we need to have that wax cabashon on there or not. So, yeah, let's just pour some of this out. Okay. Right, so we're just going in here. And I'm just like smearing it a little bit, you know, trying to kind of like, yeah, spread it out a little bit over the gold. And I've now actually just decided to do it with a wet wipe, because I think that's perhaps going to be a bit easier. So, oops. So just go in here. Okay, and again, just, you know, take that with a wet wipe down the side a bit. And then just up here where I've got on the top. Now, definitely I've got a lot here, so I must definitely wet wipe this one. Okay. Okie dokie, and yeah, let's just go back here. Open that up. Okay. Okay, right, let's have a look. Okay, just a bit more here. And just take that over there a bit. Okay. Oops, I think I preferred it with it actually. I mopped it all off. Yeah, now decided actually I think it looked better with it a bit more. So just dab that bit of lace down, because that was kind of like coming up. And yeah, just a little tiny bit down here. Okay. Okay, right, what do we think? What do we think? What do we think? Do we think we need this on there or not? I mean, it's got a lot going on, it's got to be said. Yeah, it has got a lot going on. So, I mean, it possibly doesn't really even need that on there. But then, I mean, it is quite nice on there. I mean, it's just one of those pieces that just, you know, it looks so pretty everywhere. But then I suppose if it's not really adding anything, then it's not really much point putting it there, is there? Just trying to look through the camera to see whether it looks better on or better off. Oh, I don't know. I think I've now dabbed gold on it as well. So, yeah, let's just go for it. Because I've now dabbed all gold onto it anyway. So, right. So we've put it into there now. Yeah. Now, I wouldn't have minded having something written here, like maybe art or something like that. I'm just having a think now. Or maybe a ticket or something. Let me see whether I've got anything here laying around. Probably haven't. Not really. Right, hold on a second. Right, I'm back. So I've sorted out a few things to try. So I've got this here. So I'm just going to snip this down and see. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what it needs, but I feel like it does need something just in this space. Oh, that's quite nice. Yeah, I quite like that, actually. Looks better than I expected it to look. Yeah, I quite like that. So let's just quickly ink that up around it. Just make it stand out a bit more. Okay. Oops. Yeah, I quite like that, to be honest. So I was going to go for Once Upon a Time. But to be honest, it doesn't really show up that brilliantly on there. So, because that's just printed in like coffee dyed paper. So, I mean, it could, I suppose, go oops, under here, but then what's the point? It's completely covered up by the bow. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for this. So yeah, looks nice, doesn't it? Right, and I'm just going to wet glue this down because it's only paper sticking to paper. Okay. And I mean, you know, again, could even glossy accent this or something like that to, you know, make it stand out further, you know, if it's not really standing out enough. Now, the only other thing that I found was whilst I was having a rummage and searching for a sentiment, I found this purple flower, and I can't help but think this would look better up here than the pink, because I think it would tie the purple in more. So I'm just going to peel this flower off. Now, these, I'm pretty sure I hot glued these down. Like I say, I mean, I made this a long time ago, so it's hard to remember. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's hot glued down. And hot glue's pretty good for being able to peel your pieces off, you know, years later. So, yeah. And it's actually come off reasonably cleanly, to be honest. But, you know, that doesn't really matter because obviously this purple flower is going to cover up anyway, you know, where it's come off. So I'm thinking move it down. So again, peel this pink flower off as well. Like that. Okay. Get rid of those leaves. Again, it doesn't really matter because they're not going to actually show. And then, yeah, I've got room then to place my purple flower. So, you know, I just felt it kind of brings the purple in a bit more. So I might even move this over slightly. Or perhaps I won't. Right, perhaps I won't. Okay, so let's just glue this one down. And this is just, you know, a handmade kind of satiny flower. Oh, okay. Again, you know, I made this years ago. But I just, yeah, it just felt like it needed some more purple up there. Oops, and that pearl's now dropped out. Let's just try and glue that back in there. Okay. Okay. I mean, I perhaps should just go for a whole new centre, to be honest. Let me just check what centres I've got that I could swap that out with. Just because now I'm looking at it, I think, that looks rubbish. That was an attempt I had at making Jennings 44. She does the most amazing centres ever. And that was having a go at one of her style centres. She is amazing at it. I'm not amazing at it at all. So yeah, mine just looks quite dusty and awful. Hers look amazing. I haven't had a go for a long time. Maybe I should give it another try now. I don't know. Can't really picture that I would have improved, but yeah, she makes incredible ones. And you know, to this day, I don't know how she does them, because they're so delicate and intricate, the ones that she makes. And they turn out phenomenal. And mine just turned out really, really horrible looking. I mean, I could have that green bling in there, to be honest. Let's do that. So I'm just going to pick this whole thing out. So again, it's just been hot glued in there. And again, you know, the hot glue proving to be pretty, you know, pretty good in that you can just peel that off pretty cleanly. I mean, I've got some hot glue there, but I'm pretty sure that was a mistake from something else. I'm going to also get rid of these sequins because I don't actually like the look of those. They look rubbish, don't they? They were just on that flower, and yeah, you know, in hindsight, they look dreadful. So yeah, time to go. Oh, perhaps I should. Okay, so I have got a bit of messy kind of glue going on in that flower, which is a bit of a shame. I wonder if I've got any other flower petals that I could just replace these with, or maybe just at least cover. Right, let me just. Oh dear! I mean, this is again just what you shouldn't really be doing, but you know, just going to cut this off because that just looks so horrible. Like that. And what I should probably do now is, you know, use my lighter and, you know, burn it. Now, I can't even see my lighter at the moment, so who knows where that's disappeared to. Oh, yeah, who knows where that's gone. Right, but that's fine. I can glue this down now, so at least it's, you know, it's got rid of that gluey, messy bit. So pop that down there. And then this one, again, it's just got that gluey, messy bit here. I mean, this obviously, you know, this was obviously a mistake that I made when I made that flower. So again, just, you know, take that out like that. Okay, and then glue this down here like that. Okay. Right. Take all of that hot glue threads that are just stringing around there, and yeah, then we're going to have the green. I think actually just before I stick that green one in, just going to check whether we could have one of these in the center. Oh my gosh, that looks horrendous, doesn't it? Absolutely horrible. That doesn't look too bad. Can't help but think, get rid of this. Oh, I mean, I actually quite liked these flowers, but I did say at the beginning, didn't I? They're staying there for now, you know. So yeah, there was always a kind of like possibility that they were going to go at a later stage. Yeah, that looks better, doesn't it? It just works better. So yeah, let's just pop that down there. Okay, yeah. Definitely prefer that like that. Oh, still not particularly convinced by that green as the gem. Oh, the white doesn't look very good either. Oh, come on, something. Just jump out and, yeah, shout that you're the piece. But I could even try this, I guess, in the centre. That's quite pretty. Perhaps I'll do that. Okay, because that then ties in the pink from the bottom as well, because we obviously have still got that pink flower at the bottom. Well, at the moment, now I'm thinking, oh, do we need to tear that one off? No. Right, okay, enough messing about. So, yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't think it can probably take much else on this, you know, on this canvas. It's pretty full now. But definitely, I think it's kind of brought it up to date, as it were. You know, I liked it before, but I think this is now more in keeping with the stuff, you know, that I kind of make in journals and things. So if I were going for a sort of trend, then, you know, this for me now fits the trend, I suppose. Just wondering, I could even have some sari silk as the, you know, the thing to hang it from instead of ribbon. Yeah, let's just see. I mean, I like the ribbon, but to be honest, the sari silk would look good too, wouldn't it? Oh, perhaps I will leave the ribbon, or perhaps we could just tie a little bow around the ribbon. So yeah, and that way we're keeping the black, but also incorporating that pretty purple colour. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if that works very well. It's a bit rubbish. Yeah. Okay, we'll scrap that idea. But, you know, again, I mean, it's just always worth trying, isn't it? If you just have a bit of an inkling and think, it could look okay, then it's worth giving it a try, isn't it? Right. Now struggling to undo this. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I had to obviously pull it close towards me to be able to actually get in and undo that. So I've done that now. And yeah, I mean, I just really hope that you enjoyed this little project. It was something really fun to do. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks then. Bye.